There's a school right over there, but they're moving away from me. I wonder if I could spook them back towards me. I'm gonna go try. That would be awesome if this worked. No way, they're coming right back. Oh yeah, these are coming back. Come on, here we go. There we go. Finally got one to commit and stuck it. Let's see, we're stuck. A decent fish. Yeah. We will take that right there. Man, I've just been needing to get these fish and almost kind of hurt them. You know, they're moving so fast, I can't even stay on them because the ice is still pretty thin. Trying to get in front of them, and even doing that, they still just spook so easily. So I've actually just been sitting in the same spot and going on the opposite side and kind of stomping on them. Show you that one more time. There we go. Might be kind of bright. But like I said, I've had to kind of go on the opposite side of them, stomp, and it kind of pushes them back towards me. And that's really been the only way I can stay on these fish. I mean, it's midday right now, which is pretty typical. They're just cruising so quickly. They get spooked so easily. So we're gonna keep doing that, see if we can almost herd them back towards my baits and see if we can't catch a few more nice fish. Might only get one crack here because they are moving so fast. I've got a pretty big bait on here with this jig and wrap. Feels decent. Come on. Gonna be our only fish, I think, out of this group because they're moving so fast. Decent fish. I get so nervous when they start thrashing like that. There we go. Another solid crappie. I'm gonna put this one on the bump board really quick. Solid 13-incher, and we will get it right back. They came up pretty hard. Ooh, now it's coming up. There we go. Feels decent. Took a second swing at it. That one popped off, but it's a decent fish. They've all been kind of right around that 13-inch mark or so. But man, we've been having to work for them. They are just cruising. And they're starting to head that way. I'm gonna go stomp over there again, see if we can keep them closer. Hopefully they're coming back a little bit. They might be skirting the edge here. Go over this way quick. Try to push them back. They are slowing down a little bit. Earlier they were moving so fast. So the good news is they're slowing down. Let's see if I can scoot them back this way. It'll work. Now let's see if we can get him to bite. Oh, he upbit it, but didn't stick. I don't know if these are just the smaller ones or what. Yeah, you can just feel them biting at the tail almost. That one is hanging back around. Let's see if it'll bite. There, he bit. Oop. Doesn't feel big. He finally hung back around enough to take it. Yeah, little guy, but first one on the new ICX Frost by Piscifun. And again, I don't use inline reels a ton, but I've really been liking this one. Like I said, that finger trigger is so nice, and it just is so easy to go up and down, especially in those smaller movements. You know, when you're in deeper water like this, sometimes it's tougher to get it down, but overall, it's really nice to slowly drop down just a few inches when those fish are chasing and be able to move around fairly quickly. And obviously having less line twist makes a big difference as well on these small jigs when these fish can be a little bit finicky at times. So far, liking it a lot. It seems like an awesome reel. Still not sure how much I like inlines compared to the spinning reels, but they definitely have their place from what I'm learning. This one seems quite small, but we are on the board again. The one thing I was concerned about with downsizing was, yes, get more bites. Oh, it's not terrible. Oof, he's got a mouth full of slush. I downsized. There you go, to that little tungsten jig with a silky and a couple wax worms. Not sure if I'm gonna get it down in time. Nope. Might as well say it one more time for the record, but this wind is zero fun. These fish are kind of staying put, which is nice. It's going to be very tough to feel bites. Ooh, that one came in pretty good. That one might be a little bit better. Oh no, that was the fish we were looking for. Decent, not nearly as big as the last one that got off, but a decent fish. Yeah, that's solid. Again, just a little bit of downsizing seems to have helped quite a bit on getting bites, but man, is it tougher to get up and down. Awesome fish right there. Slide her back down. They're starting to settle into their evening patterns a little bit better, where they're slowing down, moving towards kind of the middle of the basin. Pretty soon that zooplankton will come out and they will just kind of disperse a little bit more, most likely, and kind of cruise around as they chase that. Another decent one. Not bad, not bad. Another solid fish. So nice for them to be slowing down just a little bit. One more time on that little tungsten jig with a silky. My auger's way over there. House is right here. I'm gonna fish till after dark, so I know there's a good chance I'm gonna forget it, but help me remember my auger. This wind is the worst. This wind is the worst. I have a fish coming up and I won't know if it bites. Even with the spring, there it is. Oh, see that pike chasing after it? Oh man. You could see that pike chasing up. It's like, what is going on? A little bit smaller one. Oh, that pike chased it all the way up. There we go. Bit it on the drop there. Gee, this guy's squirrely. Stay pinned. Oh yeah, that's a beaut. That is another beaut right there. Just a hair over 13. Still bigger fish to be had, but we're gonna get that one back. Well, on that note, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name is TJ Erickson, and today, as you can tell, we are out chasing around some basin crappies. It's early ice, so these fish have been super finicky. Early in the day, moving super fast, which is pretty typical. And then as the night gets down, or as the light gets down a little bit, they are starting to move a little bit slower, hanging out a little bit more, getting more towards the middle of the basin, where earlier in the day, they were kind of cruising the edges. Now, as it gets closer to dark, we're gonna be moving into the shack, and hopefully being able to fish after dark for a little while, catching some nice fish. We're gonna kind of transition to some crappie minnows then. Right now, we're using plastics, we're using some wax worms a little bit, and some artificials. We are gonna stick it out here outside for just a little bit longer. We're just in those last minutes of daylight, and hopefully we can continue finding some fish and getting into some good size. Not sure what this is, but if it's a crappie, it's decent, I think. I am super dark right now. They're starting to move in and kind of disperse a little bit, which is a pretty typical nighttime pattern. Yeah, that's the ones we're looking for. Another beauty of a fish right there. That one was just on this tungsten jig with a crappie minnow. Actually, there's another one down there, it looks like. Oop. Oh yeah, this one might come in already. Oh yeah, he's a little more fired up. There we go. They're a little bit more scattered, a little bit more spread out. Oh, it feels so good to be fishing out of the wind, still catching fish. I should have just came out 3 hours later and just done this. Another quality fish too. There we go, just dropped right back down, and that one was waiting for me. Yep, and that one seems fired up. Yep, it was fired up. Came right in and crushed it. Doesn't seem big. Nope, another kind of that same size range. Oh boy, I got one on each rod here. I don't know if that one's gonna stay or if it fell off. I couldn't tell which one was bigger. Nope, that one fell off. Couldn't tell if they were crappies because they were a little bit smaller marks. There you go. Yep, there we go. Still having a ton of fun. First real ice video of the year. I've been out once to get a few pictures. My wife and I took a little trip right when the ice was starting to form over Thanksgiving break. Went down to Florida. I was probably the only person on the beach that was wishing that they were on the ice, because that was right when all the ice was starting to form. So I am very glad to be back and finally able to be getting on some ice and shooting a little video here for you guys. Even though it was relatively cold out today and we had a pretty good wind, these new Norfin bibs that I got the Norfin Explorer Camo. I got the jacket as well, and they are awesome. They are a float suit. The bibs have a heating element as well. So just an awesome all-around bib. And this liner that I have that I wear underneath, this thing is so warm. So with that combined with the jacket, oh, I am not gonna get cold too often. Whew. Another decent crappie there. Another one on. Tungsten jig and crappie minnow. There he is again, but a little bit better than the last one. Oh, we got two coming in. A little better right there. Oh, and it looks like there's one on here. Little guy. Yep. Another one. Take it. See it? Come on. There he is. We want your big sister. Oh, oh, you had it. Ah. There it hit it. This might be the last one for the road. If you are still watching at this point, I hope you are getting some entertainment out of this. Oh, you popped it. Just a little pop and drop. New title, How to Miss Decent Sized Crappies. This is textbook right here. Hope you have your pen and your paper out, because if that's what you're looking for, you are gonna be dialed in after this video. I think he's there. Yep. This one seemed pretty good. Well, I guess we will end on that one. A bunch of great fish, even more smaller ones, but fun day on the ice. What was that? Thank you, Auger. I'm on it. Oh my goodness. Oh. Still windy.